Hey everybody, it's your girl Tennessee North. Yeah, I'm here with a video. So, I hadn't put a video out in about a week now. So, because I've been kind of busy, as I always say, this is my due season. This is when I do a lot of little catering jobs and stuff like that in the summer. And I usually start around the spring and the summer. And yeah, so this is what I call my due season. And so today, it's going to be about some salmon. I made salmon croquettes on here before, and I probably made some salmons on here before. But I'm going to do two kinds of salmons. Fresh salmon and pink salmon. Salmon in a can. Yeah. One reason is Mr. won't eat the fresh salmon, but he will eat salmon croquettes. So that's what I'm making today. I'm making salmon croquettes for him and my grandson. And me and my two youngest boys, well, they're not young, 23 and 26. We'll eat the fresh salmon. And so, yeah, sometimes you have to make two different kind of meals. So everybody can eat. Do you see that gray hair sticking straight up? Wow, it's like a piece of wire. Yeah. Got the hair pulled back in a ponytail. Yeah, it's time to get a retwist. So, that's what I'm doing today. I'm doing two kinds of salmons. And with the fresh salmon, this salmon right here, you need to cook it on a high heat, fast, on a high heat. Not slow, on a low heat. Because you'll overcook it. And another thing about this salmon is, I see a lot of people try to take the skin off the back. It's better to, if you don't have a real sharp knife, it's better to leave the skin on until after it's done, or you're going to lose a lot of meat. Yeah, because you're going to chuck up most of your salmon trying to get the skin off. So if you let that cook, you can peel the skin right off of it. Yeah. And so with the salmon croquettes, make it into a patty. And the ingredients I'm going to put in that, I'm sure most people know how. But a little meal, I'm going to put some seasoning, some garlic powder, onion powder, some different seasonings in it. And an egg. Make it into a patty. And the fresh salmon, I'm going to season it up and put some garlic butter on it and a little rosemary, a little thyme, a little onion powder, garlic powder, and some different seasoning, a little salt and pepper. And I'm going to put it under the broiler, I don't know, 15 minutes, if that long. It's not very thick. So we'll see. Play it by ear. And yeah. And I think I'm going to cook some potatoes to go along with it. We'll see. And so, that's going to be my video. Salmon two kind of ways. And like I said, I'm sure I've made salmon croquettes before on video. And I'm thinking I made fresh salmon too. I think I put it on the grill. But this is going in the oven. So, yeah, that's what the video is about today. I got a couple of catering jobs coming up, and I actually got one this weekend. So I thought I'd make sure I put a video out before I get busy with that. Yeah, I'm one of those kind. I work alone, and yeah, too many people in the kitchen. Yeah, I can't deal with all that. I need clear space and by myself. Yeah, I work fast, alone. Yeah, wow. You see that? Goodness. At 60? Well, I'm not going to go and have nothing paid to pull it up or anything like this. Yeah, it just comes with age. And so, that's what I've been doing. That's what I'm going to do today. 'Cause, you know, I work 9 to 5. 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 9 to this past weekend, I had family in, missed his family, and oh wow, we had a ball. I didn't get a whole lot on the live because they wanted to play music, and I tried to show a little of it before they got busy. We played spades, and Tennessee North loved to play spades. So yeah, it was a wonderful time. It seemed like old times because we used to have a lot of card parties and cookouts, and yeah, yeah, the kids were young then, and yeah, good old times. So, and I always got a story to tell you. I kind of experienced something, and most time when I'm talking, it's something that I have experienced myself or something that has happened that I just want to share it with you. And maybe somebody else can relate to what I'm talking about. So today, my story is about patience. I spoke to someone, and they said they have ran out of patience. Well, when you run out of patience, you have to think to yourself, did you give it any time? Because sometimes what we do is we want things to hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up and happen. But what did you do to help it along? So, the reason why I was speaking on patience was this person, I don't know if you ever heard that phrase, a rolling stone don't gather no moss. That was something I used to hear my mom and them talk about all the time. And you have to experience life to understand what they were talking about. When you go through life, really never putting down any roots, but you just want it to happen right then, right then, right then. And when it don't happen, you move on. Go something else. Go something else. So, this person I spoke with, they didn't know how to wait on life. See, and when it goes back to, we ask, paraphrase something I heard at church, we ask God for help. We always asking for help. Help me with this. Help me with that. And when it don't come, like boom, 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 your patience is gone. You have no faith. And see, God works in his own time. He may not come when you want him, but he's going to always be on time. But do you step back and say, what did you give? See, you're always asking for something, but you're not willing to give anything. And I think that's where their problem has come. They want something handed to them, but they don't give anything that, help it. You got to help yourself if you want to help, if you want to receive help. And you always wanting, but never giving. And this person has jumped from place to place, not gathering any moss. They're rolling. Nothing is sticking to them because they're moving constantly moving. Not giving anything, but just wanting, taking, So when they asked me what why things not going their way, and my response was, you're not gonna like what I'm gonna tell you. Maybe you don't want to ask me. Maybe you need to ask somebody else. Because Tennessee North, I'm going to tell you like it is. See, you can't expect to get anything out if you never put anything in. You can't expect to grow if you don't apply anything. See, if you have a plant and you plant the seed and you don't water it, don't bother with it, it's gonna grow. I put it in the dirt. I done my part. Then nothing ever comes up. Or maybe you get a little bit sprout and you think, okay, but you don't apply nothing else to it. And nothing ever comes of it. Oh, that wasn't no good. Didn't nothing happen with it. You didn't apply anything to it. You didn't nurture it. You didn't give it no water. You didn't do anything. You planted a seed, and because it didn't produce like you wanted to, cast that to the side and went on to something else. Okay, when we living in life, we have to give something back if you want to receive something. They want to move from place to place to place, waiting on something to hand it to them. Don't work like that. Life don't work like that. And then you think, well, God has just forgotten about me. No, maybe you forgot about God. He's been giving you all your life. He's kept you here for a reason. But what have you given him? You've been sick a few times. Not once did you say, thank you. Because he's always pulled you out. You've been getting, but you ain't been giving. You keep rolling around, nothing is sticking to you because you're just on the move. Maybe if you stopped and said, hey, what can I do? What can I do? Sometimes you got to give if you want to get. You can plant a lot of seeds, but if you don't water or nurture it, you're not going to get anywhere. So they said, Tennessee North, you trying to say I'm not trying. I said, I'm not trying to say anything. You telling me. What I'm telling you is what I'm looking at. You asked me. I didn't come and say to you, what's your problem? You came and asked me. I'm telling you what I'm observing. I'm telling you what I'm observing. If I'm wrong, That's just my opinion. And you probably see it a different way. You see it as you're trying and nothing's going your way, and I said, maybe if you stood on the other side of the street and looked over here and said, what's going on here? Maybe you have to look at it from a different angle. Yeah. Maybe something if you want different results, you gotta do stuff different. You can't continue to do what you've been doing if you want different results. Okay, I've been doing it this way and it ain't working out. So I'm gonna keep on doing it. If you want something different, you gotta be different. You gotta do different. You can't continue to do the same thing and get different results. Yeah. So, when people ask you something, they don't really want the answer. They just want to ask you and tell me what I want to hear. Well, you're not going to get that from Tennessee Noy. I'm going to tell you what I see. And you can tell me I'm wrong. I'm just telling you what I see. Yeah. So, when I see a person wanting something and never want to give, and I can see you saying you want something to change, but you continue to do it the same way. If you don't want my answer, don't ask me. Because I'm not going to be the one to say, oh, yeah, you're right, you're doing it right. I can't agree with what I don't see. And you're looking for somebody to tell you what you want to hear, you're going to have to ask somebody else. And you can't say, why God let this happen? God didn't let anything happen. Why you let it happen? See, God has always had your back. Matter of fact, He allowed you to get up this morning. He had your back. And He's, every time you've been into something, He's always pulled you out. Sometimes we have to go through something in order to get better results. And if you never go through anything, how you expect to appreciate anything? Especially if it's just handed to you. And that's what has happened. We have lived lives where we have had things handed to us. And so since they've been handed to us, we don't care to try to strive for anything. Why should I? It's going to work itself out. It's going to, I ain't got to do nothing. Just, life don't work like that. So that goes back to my saying about patience. There's a difference between patience and laziness. You can be patient and wait on something, or you can get up and try to help it instead of complaining. When you don't get up and try to help yourself and waiting on something to come your way, it's called laziness. Your patience is your faith. If you don't have any faith in yourself, that means your patience, you don't have any. Because you're not willing to do what it takes. Your patience could be your laziness. And my mother used to tell me, laziness will kill you. Yeah. Just while you laying back and not doing anything, your results could have been a lot better had you got up and did something. Yeah. So this person is on a mission again. I hope they find what they're looking for. Yeah. Before they run out of time. Yeah. Before they run out of time. There's a saying, time ain't as long as it used to be. Yeah. Let me get to this time. Okay. So, before I get started, I need some vegetables to go in my salmon patties. Now, you put what you put in yours. I'm going to put what I put in mine. And I'm only doing 1 can because only 1, maybe 2 people are going to eat the salmon patties. And we're going to eat the fresh salmon. So I'm going to cut up some green pepper. Now I've already drained my salmon, took the bones out. Now if you want to leave the bones in yours, they're real soft and they'll break up, but Tennessee North don't do that. So I'm going to cut up some green pepper here. Yeah. So, you know, anytime you make something, sometimes you don't always make it the same way. So, and me, I don't always make my stuff the same way. I may make it this way one time, and next time you may see me do it as something different. So I'm going to put that green pepper in there. I don't need a lot. I got an onion already cut up here that I've been using. And you know I don't throw anything away. So I'm going to make some slits in it so I can cut it without having to do a lot of chopping. You know, I try to keep everything simple. Mister doesn't like a lot of onions and stuff like I do. So I'm going to give him enough to give it some taste, some flavor. Now, it's the one good thing about Mister. He doesn't complain about what I cook. Whatever I cook is fine with him. Isn't that good? Yeah. So, come next month, it's going to be 29 years off and on that Mister and I have been together. Yeah, we have a story. I was, my ex-husband. I was with him first. We separated. Wasn't married, separated. Got with Mister. Then we separated. Got married to my ex-husband. Then I got a divorce. Then Mister and I got back together. Yeah. So, 29 years come next month. Isn't that a long time to be bothered with somebody? I wouldn't take nothing for him. Mm-mm. So, when you're young, you can be confused. My ex-husband, I thought that was going to be the love of my life. And I spoke about him once before about being unequal yoke. And that's what it was. Now, had I not got a divorce from him, it might would have turned into something like hate. And I don't want to hate anybody. And now, we can be friends. Not close friends, but we can be friends. We're civil. And yeah. So, green pepper and onion. I'm going to put 1 egg in it. Like so. Then I'm going to put some meal in it. This is it helps you to bind it. This was in the closet. I don't want to have to pull my canister out. So, just going to put a little bit in there. And I'm also going to put some onion powder. This is garlic powder right here. Put some garlic powder in it. Some black pepper. And you put your own seasoning, what you like. I'm just showing you what I like. I'm put some onion powder in it. And I'm not measuring anything, I'm just eyeballing it. And put a little salt in it. Just a little. Okay? And put a little mustard in it. It's a new one. Just a little. Like so. And a little minced garlic. Just a little. Anytime you're fixing something, you're just trying to create flavors. About a half a teaspoon. And I'm going to work this up in here. My hands are clean. I have a little bleach in my water. I had a comment one time asked me, why do I do that? Because my mama did it. She always put a cap full of bleach in the water. I've been doing it ever since I've been able to cook. And it's a habit. Okay? Mix up. Let me get my other salmon. Okay. Here's my fresh salmon. Now, like I said, skin's still on. Yeah. So, I'm going to cook it with the skin on. Peel it off after it's done. So, I got to make a little mixture here. A little bowl. gonna put some butter, blue butter, because it's already kind of melted. And I'm gonna use this to smear on. And to this, I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of minced garlic. Okay. I'm gonna add a little Mediterranean herb and sea salt blend. I'm gonna add a little rosemary and thyme in it. Now I'm adding mine all to my butter mixture here, because I'm gonna smear this on here. Then I got a little buttery garlic herbs. This is real good. Some black pepper. And just a little salt. And once again, the mustard. So, I'm going to mix this up. Like so. Now I'm going to smear this on my salmon. Okay. And that's the way that looks. Now I'm going to put this under the broiler, maybe 15 minutes, give or take. You have to watch it. Uncovered. And like I said, the fresh salmon, you want to cook it on a high heat fast. You don't want to slow cook this, dry it out, and it's not going to be good. You don't want tuna fish. No. So you want to cook it at a high heat fast. The salmons we're going to fry in some vegetable oil. Yeah. And going to peel. Well, I'm here. Might as well peel some potatoes. So we're going to do a simple, quick meal. Salmon 2 different ways. Love a potato peeler. Oh my goodness. Makes your job half as... All that cutting up, by the time if I cut it with a knife, I'll have a marble. Yeah, because I've been cut away most of the potato. But this potato peeler takes the skin off And you still have a lot of potato left. Fast and easy. Okay. So you got the gist of what I'm doing. So let me finish peeling these potatoes. I think I'm going to cube these up. I don't think I'm going to slice them. I'm going to cube them up. Get some onions with them. Hold on, we'll be back. Okay, let me get my potatoes started because they're going to take more time. I'm putting some oil in here. You don't need a whole lot of oil. Let my skillet start to heat up. I'm going to cook some onions up in here. I'm going to cut my onions up in here. I'm trying to use all this onion up because I don't want to waste it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put my potatoes out in there. There's a large glass pot on one of them shelves down there. Bring it up here, it goes on this pot. Put all my potatoes in there. Okay, got my potatoes in there. Put a little seasoning on. I think this one might be good. No, it's not good. I'm going to add a little salt to these potatoes. Add some black pepper to them. Add a little onion powder and garlic powder to them. That's the onion powder. And it's the garlic powder. Okay. And I'm going to cover that up to the top. Okay, put a top on that. Okay, let's get to our other salmon. Okay, I'm gonna put my salmon patties down. You make them as big as you want or as small as you want. Shape them the way you want them. It's up to you. There they go. We'll let them brown on both sides. Yeah. So I'm going to let these brown. And I'll come back to them. In the meanwhile, these are our potatoes. They're looking pretty good. Now I got my oven set at 400 on broil. I'm finna pop my fresh salmon. In the oven. Stir our potatoes up. Now that's what you call potatoes. Brown. And these are done. Cut those off. I got my salmons turned over. Yeah. So. Dinner's almost ready. Okay, here's my salmons. Yeah, don't they look good? So my potatoes are done, my salmon's done. I got a few more minutes for those to, the fresh salmon to come out of the oven. Let me take those out and we're gonna plate. Okay, so I got it all out. Fresh salmon, salmon croquette, and just a few fried potatoes. Yeah, I thought I'd just get a little bit. I'm not let me try to get this camera right. I didn't want a whole lot, but I did want to sample each one. So, you know, I got the Louisiana. It's got to go on my croquette. Yeah. So I'm gonna shake some on my croquette and my potatoes. My daughter's coming over, so I didn't fry my potatoes hard, or I like mine hard, and I like brown and crispy. Yeah, and I gotta put some ketchup on both of them. Everybody knows, if you've been watching this channel, Tennessee North like her stuff dark. Yeah, I don't know, just a thing. I like my fried potatoes kind of crunchy, you know, dark. I like my onions dark. And I mean, everybody got to eat theirs the way they want to eat theirs. Put a little salt on my potatoes. Yeah. And I got a Coke from earlier that I opened, and then I thought I didn't really want it. So I threw it in the refrigerator. Now I'm going to eat it with my dinner. You know the routine. Let me speak to the Lord. I pray. Amen. Amen. Now here, if you want to just skin it off, but you can take your skin off as you eat it. You ain't got to dig down all the way. Yeah. So let's see what this salmon talking about. You see it's hot, the smoke coming off? Yeah. That's the way you want to cook it. You don't want to dry it out. It's not good dried. Mm-mm. That butter. Yeah, this kind of salmon is not good if it's dry. See that smoke coming off? Right out the oven. And you need those herbs on it. I love some fried potatoes with ketchup and hot sauce on it. Could have got them a little crispier. But you know, I'm always thinking about other people, not myself. I can eat it this way, but I prefer them crunchy. And this is the croquette. I can eat salmon both ways. And as I'm taking my salmon off here, the skin is still laying at the bottom. Yeah. Because if you try to, I've seen a lot of them try to cut it off and lose most of the salmon. Yeah. Yeah. It's got a lot of flavor to it. Yeah. It's nice and moist. You see the skin is still there? Yeah. Stop trying to take that skin off if you don't have a sharp knife. Let it stay on tap till the fish is done. My daughter wanted the fried potatoes, My youngest son said cook the salmon, the fresh salmon. And I know Mister wasn't going to eat fresh salmon, so I had to make the salmon croquette. You know this right here. This is a complimentary to any meal. I think it tastes good to me because I don't drink it that often now. This person I was talking about having no patience and not seeming to get anywhere. It kind of reminds me of a movie, one of my favorite movies, called Mahogany. I hear this soundtrack a lot. It says, do you know? Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? Do you know? I know it says, do you know? What are you hoping for? When you look behind it, there's no open door. What are you hoping for? Do you know? And that kind of sums it up. At some point in our lives, we gotta start letting things make sense. And this person here is it's almost 50. Yeah. You gotta quit chasing your tail round and round. You gotta have some patience. You gotta make life make sense. I know that sometimes sounds easily said than done. But when you don't have no patience, stop and try to see what's gonna unfold till you jump to something else. See, you're never gonna know what your worth is if you don't be still. If you don't have some patience and faith, you ain't gonna never know. Because you're gonna keep looking for something that you probably already had. I told them, you don't want to know what Tennessee North want to tell you. Do you know what you're looking for? This meal right here, both salmons are delicious. If you like anything about this video here, like, share, subscribe. Tell someone about Old Tennessee North. Hit that notification button so you know the next time I come with a video. Yeah. Give me a thumbs up too. And subscribe. Till the next time.